What's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? The Houston Astros won their first ever World Series championship in 2017. Last year, we broke down one reason why each team could win it all. Here's what we said about the Astros.
Houston Astros arms and bats. Houston is coming off of consecutive winning seasons, and they added even more to complement it. In comes speedy outfielder Josh Reddick, who plays amazing defense and rarely strikes out. Veteran power-hitting catcher Brian McCann now occupies home plate, while perennial all-star Carlos Beltran joins a lineup that also features AL MVP candidate Jose Altuve. Houston's 4.06 ERA was fifth best in the majors last year. They're gonna scare a lot of teams with their pitching and their batting.
Yeah, we were kind of right. They had the MLB's best offense and a superb pitching staff and defeated the Los Angeles Dodgers in the World Series. But now, I'm the one hosting this video, so there's a good chance I could be totally wrong. Let's find out. One reason why your favorite team could win the World Series. Arizona Diamondbacks, bats and arms. The D-backs have no huge weakness at all. Paul Goldschmidt powered the National League's fourth best offense. Only the Dodgers had a better overall team earned run average. Their bullpen also held the second best ERA in the NL. If they can find a magical way to get through those powerhouse Dodgers, they are just as dangerous as any other team in baseball, so they can realistically win it all. Atlanta Braves, is the farm ready? The Braves will need a lot of help from their youngsters if they want to chase a championship. They do own a top 3 farm system in all of baseball, but their best bet is to hope prize prospects like Ronald Acuna come up and make an immediate impact. Baltimore Orioles, the bats. The Orioles pitching staff is awful. No sugarcoating it whatsoever. They do have a strong lineup that carried this team to the 2014 ALCS, so why give up hope? Manny Machado is likely playing his last season in Baltimore. Maybe that gives the rest of the lineup motivation to hit the ball and use the bats to win a championship. AL East is tougher than ever though, so good luck. The Boston Red Sox, pitching. The Red Sox just don't have the firepower to repeat their 2016 offense that was far and away baseball's best. However, Chris Sale posted a Cy Young caliber year in 2017. He can do it again. Throw in one of the league's best bullpens and you see why the Bo Sox are dangerous. The AL is going to be very, very, very hard, but with their pitching, Boston stands a chance to win it all. Chicago White Sox, farm help. Like the Braves, the White Sox don't have much to offer on their main roster, but they are one of the owners of one of baseball's best farm systems. Juan Machado could be able to make an immediate impact. They have a couple, whether it be hitters or pitchers, coming out of their farm system that have a chance to truly make an immediate impact. This is really Chicago's only hope. They just need some help from young guys. Chicago Cubs, experience. What else do you want to know? The Cubs have reached 3 straight NLCS. They won the World Series in 2016. Their rotation is still an elite unit. Chris Bryant still leads one of baseball's most lethal lineups. Cubs fans, no need to worry. The championship window is open for a long time there in Chicago. Cincinnati Reds, they've done it before. Okay, the Reds have won 5 World Series in their history. The last occurred in 1990, and we need to come up with a reason why they have a chance, but we're not really buying it. They've done it 5 times, so yeah, they could totally do it again, maybe. Cleveland Indians, strength all around. The Indians were heavily expected to at least reach the ALCS for a 2nd straight year, but those good old New York Yankees shocked them in the ALDS. That's just fine. Jose Ramirez and Francisco Lindor lead one of baseball's deepest lineups. Nobody said Corey Kluber is going to slow down, and the bullpen is still a major strength of this team too. They're stacked everywhere, and yeah, consider them the Astros' biggest threat in the American League. Colorado Rockies, fixed pitching staff. Yes, the Rockies have one of the most dangerous offenses every year. But why haven't they won a playoff game since 2009? Well, yeah, it comes down to pitching. We don't like the Rockies' chances because of their offense this year, actually. We like it because they finally have a pitching staff. They have Brian Shaw, they have Wade Davis, 2 complete game changers right there in themselves. It was great free agency for the Rockies. these are the people that can change a game in October. Detroit Tigers, Miguel Cabrera is good. The Tigers held the fire sale and said goodbye to Justin Verlander. I guess it was time to rebuild, but can they possibly win a World Series? Of course, Miguel Cabrera is one of the best hitters in the past decade. Maybe a one-man team can lead the Tigers to the playoffs and a World Series. Maybe. Houston Astros, core stays intact. The Astros didn't lose a single star from their World Championship team. Think about this, they now have Justin Verlander for a full season. They also have Garrett Cole. Scary. The Astros look like a better team than last year, and they won the World Series last year. Kansas City Royals, they won it in 2015. Sure, the Royals won the World Series in 2015, but most of their core pieces from that championship are long gone. But last time we checked, any team has a chance of winning it all. We have to say that at least the Royals won it all in 2015, so give them a chance in 2018. Los Angeles Angels, the Bats. A picture is worth 1,000 words, so let's show you this picture of the Angels' projected lineup. That's it. That's all you really need to see why they can win it all. Los Angeles Dodgers, very good at baseball. This team has made it to consecutive NLCSs. They were one game short from winning the World Series. The bulk of this core is still together. There's nothing really else to say. They're really good all around and should probably be the favorites to win it all. Miami Marlins, Derek Jeter. The new Derek Jeter ownership is just what the Marlins want. Sure, trading away every core player was silly. Just how can they win when Giancarlo Stanton gets traded to the Yankees? Well, I mean, Derek Jeter won 5 World Championships with the Yankees. Does know something about winning. This one's hard. Milwaukee Brewers, new kids on the block. The Brewers had a very underrated lineup in 2017. Now they have a star outfielder in Lorenzo Cain, who was signed to a 5-year contract worth $80 million. Great defense, great speed, great signing overall. Milwaukee also landed Christian Yelich in a trade. They've actually really improved in this offseason. Don't count out those Brewers. Minnesota Twins, superb young talent. Perhaps no team in baseball has the amount of young MLB talent like the Twins. They snatched the second AL wildcard spot in 2017, and we haven't even seen Brian Buxton or Max Kepler reach their ceilings yet. Too many young stars growing in Minnesota. The titles will come soon, and maybe as soon as 2018. New York Yankees, all rise. The court is now in session. Aaron Judge is going to hit 50 or 60 home runs in his second year. So will Giancarlo Stanton. And of course, it's going to be raining home runs because you also have Gary Sanchez and a rest of a lineup that could all hit home runs. They have the 2 best home run hitters, and then they have a whole bunch more. It's going to be a home run derby all the time in the Bronx. New York Mets, better health. Hey, let's not forget that the Mets won the pennant in 2015, or that they were a playoff team in 2016. Noah Syndergaard is key to a bounce-back season. If Thor could stay healthy, then the Mets are instantly a threat in the NL. The Mets also have people like Zach Wheeler, who's hurt right now, Matt Harvey. If they avoid the DL for a long term, yeah, they could win. Oakland Athletics, Moneyball. The A's have shocked the world before with a limited budget. Why doubt Billy Beane again? The man is an absolute genius. Maybe that genius gets them to a World Series in 2018? Probably not. Philadelphia Phillies, the Eagles did it. A baseball realist will tell you that the Phillies' promising core isn't ready to contend yet. But hey, we'll tell you the Eagles won Super Bowl 52, so why not? And Jake Arrieta, why not? Pittsburgh Pirates, you never know. The Pirates began Operation Rebuild by trading away Andrew McCutchen and Garrett Cole. Management and ownership essentially said they're rebuilding and giving up on contending. But we've got to come up with a reason, right? Miracles happen. San Diego Padres, again, we've seen crazier. We've really seen crazier things in sports. Brock Osweiler has a Super Bowl ring. Tom Brady lost a game to the Browns once. The Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. The Padres could maybe do something just as crazy. Maybe. San Francisco Giants, even year. The Giants won the World Series in 2010, 2014, 2016. They won the wild card game in 2016, and they missed the playoffs in 2011, 13, 15, and 17. You see the trend here? The Giants are great on even years. Throw in the additions of Andrew McCutchen and Evan Longoria. You have every reason to believe that the Giants could be good again. Seattle Mariners, Batmen. Same thing as the Angels here. Pitching is a concern, but quick old look at this lineup is all you need. Speed, power, great contact hitting. The Mariners have one of the best offenses in all of baseball, and they can contend against those other powerhouse teams. St. Louis Cardinals, roster depth. 2016 and 17 were rare non-playoff years in St. Louis, but there really should not really be too much of a concern of panic. The Cardinals still own one of baseball's top lineups. Their rotation is arguably a top 5 unit in baseball. And hey, St. Louis are loaded with a bunch of good bats and strong arms. They have the pieces to win a title. They just have to play like a contender and play up to their opponents. Tampa Bay Rays, rotation. If the Rays want to get back in contention, they'll need the arms, especially in the AL East. They have a pretty solid 1-2 duo, and Tampa could trade for another big arm. And if they anchor a strong trio in a rotation, they could shock the world again, but their bats aren't gonna do it. It's pitching or nothing. Texas Rangers revitalized rotation. The Rangers pitching was awful in 2017. Fortunately, they have the pieces necessary to get back in at least the playoff race. Trading for the underrated Matt Moore was an offseason move that I liked a lot. The Rangers also added the ageless wonder in Bartolo Colon, which I don't know if that's really gonna help, but hey, it's fun to have Bartolo Colon on your team. Toronto Blue Jays, better health. The Jays went from consecutive ALCS appearances to no playoffs in 2017. A reason? Just about every star missed a large amount of time. Should the injuries not be as brutal as they were, yeah, they could be a contender again. Washington Nationals, long overdue. What else can we really say? The Nats own such a scary rotation, while Bryce Harper is one of the top players in all of baseball. Yet this team always finds a way to choke in the playoffs. They have yet to win a playoff series since relocating from Montreal. They have a World Series caliber roster. All you have to think is that maybe eventually they could actually win a playoff series and then another one. And then maybe the World Series. Maybe. Who do you think is going to win the 2018 World Series? Join me in the comment section down below. If you like this video or learned a thing or two, hitting the like button helps us out a ton, and we really appreciate it. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, I'm Mike Cantalupo. Thanks for watching.